What's up, Mortgage Coach community? Dave Savage going live with Mr. Jackson Thomas. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on? Good to see you, Dave.
Good to see you. You still got two brothers rocking it in the mortgage business, right? The Thomas brothers.
Yep, Holden and Newton. They're both great loan officers.
They are, and they're both mortgage coaches. So
yes.
I'm super pumped to have your family representing us in Dallas, Texas. You're one of the top users of Mortgage Coach at Summit. So first of all, thanks for being such a great leader and helping Mortgage Coach grow at Summit Funding. You're doing a killer job of that, brother. I want to find out how you're using Mortgage Coach in this market. And I also want to find out how you're using it to win in bidding wars. Because are you guys still seeing quite a few bidding wars in the market you're at?
You know, I would say yes. And Dallas for sure that, there's not enough inventory. So every offer is more challenging for buyers than sellers for sure.
And what kind of volume are you doing right now in today's market?
Personally, probably closing around 12 million a month with about 35 loans a month.
So you're killing it, 35 loans a month. How did you end up for the year last year?
108 million.
Nice. Congratulations. How many families served for the year?
I think it was like 325, 330.
Well, you broke. Was that the first time you had broken 300 families in a single year?
It is. It was first time breaking 100 million, first time breaking 300. So well, yeah, super honored.
Congratulations, brother. That's a major milestone.
Couldn't have done it without Mortgage Coach. Come on, Dave. No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and by the way, guys, the number I'm most impressed while doing 35 loans a month is a big deal. Doing 55 TCAs in 30 days is an even bigger deal. So
yeah, there we
go. You've done 55 total cost analysis. So it looks like every family you're serving is getting some fiscal literacy and some financial knowledge.
Yes, absolutely.
Love that. So before we get into the tactics, I always like to give some, just ask a question. What's working best for you in the market right now? Like, what is your move that's working best for you?
I would say closing on time. There's a lot of lenders that struggle with that. Good communication, and quick pre-approvals, and just really building trust with people. I think doing a loan consultation every time, sitting down with them, doing a PowerPoint, going through a Mortgage Coach, that I think really moves the needle in terms of with a buyer. And then with realtors, I'm a big fan of the core training. So I kind of follow their mantra, their models. Tuesday updates has always been a big hit with realtors. So, I kind of just stick to the fundamentals. It's not always like sexy, but I just think consistency really moves the needle with a lot of realtors and customers. They just want to know you're going to close on time. You're going to communicate well. You're going to give them a good deal, and you're not going to lie to them. So I just kind of stick to the fundamentals.
And what of those fundamentals that you just listed, I know how Jeremy Fortier would answer this because I've answered him, but where do we fit into the fundamentals? What of those criteria?
So what Mortgage Coach is an integral part of what I do in terms of every client I'm going to meet with. We're going to do a loan consultation up front. So I've got 2 pre-approval specialists up front for people that have teams, right? So they're going to help me by getting the loan application taken, gathering the docs, reviewing the docs, issuing the pre-approval, and scheduling them for a loan consultation with me. I'm then going to take them through a loan consultation, going through some, overview of the process, what to expect, things like that. And then we're going to go through Mortgage Coach, right? So I'm going to pull up the summary page, go through monthly payment options, go through closing costs, and then see if they want to run any other scenarios. So Mortgage Coach is great for me because I can run really quick scenarios. Like I've gotten really good at it, so I can copy and paste super fast in the meeting. And so that starts at that point. Then when we get them under contract, I'm going to do a contract in call, and I'm going to lock right then and there based upon the terms. And so those are really the 2 times I use Mortgage Coach the most on purchase transactions.
Love it. So communication, Mortgage Coach is a communication platform, and the way that you communicate rates, fees, and strategies to the family, and it makes communication better for the family. And more
you can show multiple options, and then for the people that want super detail, you can run like break-even analysis. So like, let's say someone wants to spend a little more money to get a lower interest rate, right? I feel like that's common sometimes if you're in a shopping situation. Some people quote points, some people don't. So I can educate them on a break-even analysis, and I can do that 5-year tool, right? The short term, and clearly show them, hey, your break-even point is 43 months. And so I like showing people that they can put like 10% down rather than 20% down, and let's invest that in the stock market that's doing really, really well. And I'll use the net worth long-term tool, and I'll show them, hey, like the difference between you putting 20% down or putting 10% down and putting that difference in the stock market over 10 or 15 years is a difference of $400,000 in net worth. So for the simple people, simple customer that just wants numbers, it's great. Just use the summary. But for those more, customers that want more information, I love being able to use these short-term and long-term analysis tools as well.
Love it. So in my interview yesterday with the loan officer, she said, my goal and purpose is to create opportunities in others that they don't see themselves. And so that was a perfect example where most people are like, oh, I want to put 20% down. And you were like, well, let me show you 10% with the other 10% in an interest-bearing account. And as you said, that might mean $400,000 in net worth over 10 to 15 years. And now the client's like, whoa, the best mortgage strategy beat the best rate and fee. So let's get to the topic at hand.
Yep.
Getting offers accepted. You mentioned fast and awesome pre-approvals. How are you using Mortgage Coach, and what's the most common strategy that you're doing?
I'd say the thing that, that I would say is a big focus for today's call that I think would benefit a lot of owners is I call it appraisal gap insurance.
Okay.
So, what I would say is I refer to this as kind of a tip to get offers accepted. So like I'll use teach my realtors and probably the one that's the most common is like, hey, like I need to do an appraisal waiver, right? So what happens is you got to either go partial or full. Going in full is going to be a lot sexier. So what I'm going to do is basically say, hey, we're going to, on a $500,000 house, you could do a partial waiver at 472 and you get the exact same cash to close, basically 110,000. The appraisal came in $28,000 low. Most lenders will be like, oh, you have to pay the $28,000 out of pocket. And I'll say, nope, we're going to absorb that shortage through appraisal gap insurance. It's single premium PMI, right? Your payment goes up $6 a month because I'm adding the single premium to the loan. That's why the loan amount went up. Okay. Now I've seen some other loan officers do this, and I think those are the smart ones because then I market it to my realtors that I'm like, hey, I can go all the way to a 426 value and the payment goes up, about what is that, $17 a month. So the way I will then market that to my realtors is say, hey, I offer appraisal gap insurance. So the appraisal can come on $75,000 low and the cash to close is the exact same. The borrower does not have to pay a penny out of pocket. Their payment goes up $15 a month. And now all of a sudden that realtor can write an offer, and I have buyers sometimes are real anxious. They're like, oh, I can't go over list price because I can't pay the difference. So I'll say, don't worry about it. Like if you've only got $110,000 to work with, the appraisal can come in 75 grand and you're totally fine. And being able to give the buyer confidence that they're okay, then get the buyer's agent on board to write the appraisal, and then calling the listing agent and explain to them like, hey, the appraisal, if it comes in $75,000 low, I don't need to show you their bank statement showing they have $75,000 extra because we offer appraisal gap insurance. And so that's a little bit of a strategy I would say that has been very effective for me helping people get offers accepted.
So guys, I'm not going to have him repeat all that, but this is a video. I recommend you put pause and you go back and listen to that because it was pure gold.
Fast.
And no, it's not that you talk fast. You just said a lot of really important, valuable things that would help loan officers get more agents and get more offers accepted if they were a master at what you just did. Also, I want you guys to call out, I thought it was super slick how you took a TCA, you took a little snag it shot, you put it into a slide, and you're using that as a teaching tool. So you're using a combination of a Mortgage Coach TCA, which you actually deliver to the family, and then slides that you created when you just want to give a down and dirty concept to a realtor. How many slides do you have in that? In your typical
So this is let's see, is this the one? Okay, this was 2020. This is the one I updated for 2021. All right, so I basically just I've got 17 slides, 12 tips on how to get an offer accepted, right? So we've got more earnest money, more option money, shorten away the financing contingency. These are pretty straightforward. I feel like that people have used in the past.
Yeah, transactional education.
Right, but the Mortgage Coach thing that people got on this call for and what you were looking for from me was my number one thing that I introduced in 2021 is how, as a lender, I can use Mortgage Coach to explain if an appraisal comes in low, here's what that means for you. Lenders may structure their loans a little bit differently, but Mortgage Coach is a phenomenal tool to explain this to a realtor. And then like shoot a video, right? So like I shot a Zoom video and explained how this works. So anytime a listing agent says, hey, Jackson, you talk really fast, I'll just shoot them the little video that I have this slide that I just walked through and I explained to them exactly. I've seen, there's a guy that recently posted on your Facebook page group that was doing an amazing job with this. I was super inspired by like the level of the depth he went to. But he's doing something very similar to what I'm doing.
Cool. I think it might have been Scott Nicholson using Lender
Yes,
Launchpad.
I think that's what his name was.
And,
yeah.
And the cool thing about Lender Launchpad is you can have a YouTube or a Zoom video,
Yeah.
and you can have a TCA all in the same thing. So next thing I want to do, because that's a good strategy, but now how do you create that TCA? So I would love to see your workflow. Right now, the average time that it takes a loan officer to create a Mortgage Coach TCA is 3 minutes. Although I would say there's a lot of people that are in the 5-minute range. I know how to do one in a minute. I don't know how fast do you think you could create like an appraisal gap?
Let's just test it right here, right?
Well, show it on your screen. So guys, I'm going to time him.
All right, you're going to time
did you see that? Did you see that little?
All right, let me know when you're ready. We're going to start.
Wait, don't get a head start, bro. But I saw that look on your face when I said that.
I like contests, right? And this will be good. We recorded. I can show this to some people in my branch, in terms of it takes a while to get to this point, but once you get good at it, you can move really fast. Right?
Oh, by the way, I've already got a speed tip for you, but I'll wait till I see you do it and then I'll show you my speed tip. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
All right, let's see how long it takes him. He's at 12 seconds. Okay. I have a feeling he could do it less than a minute. Just looking at him roll, using his moves. But I'm going to show him how to do what he's going to do in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think I could create templates, right? So this is where templates come into play.
By the way, he's using program templates. So that's super smart, guys. Make sure you have program templates set up. That saved a minute or two if you didn't have that. So remember, guys, this is recorded. You go back and play this. We're at 46.7.
So that's one, right? Then I'm going to do let's call it 15% down, or I would do appraisal gap, right? Appraisal gap insurance. So
yeah, you're
I would then do copy that.
Copy
I'm going to add in single premium. Okay. Or leave the down payment at 20% down. Single premium here is going to be 0.35. I'm going to add that to the loan. And now I have single premium gap insurance. Okay. Whoa. Then, so I can then build out to the extent of everything you saw here with these different options here. So do you want to see another option? I know that was kind of.
I mean, you're at 90 seconds. And so, I mean, as long as you keep it under 5 minutes, I think there's real value in this as a training tool for mortgage coaches. Because, hey, appraisal gap insurance, cool, big idea. But now how fast can you actually create one of these on a per client basis? That's execution.
Right. So at 472. So I would say if the appraisal comes in at 472, this is what the numbers would then look like. Right here. So yeah, I'd say I feel pretty confident. Now the thing is, I gotta pull pricing. That would add another 30 seconds because I'd have to log into Optimal Blue, right? I'm just throwing in a kind of a placeholder rate. So that would be another function of this where I'd say it probably does take me about 90 seconds or about 60 seconds to populate it, but then you got to then go throw it in. So a lot of times I'll do copy and paste, and then I'll come back in and throw maybe a couple different rate options in, whether it's appraisal gap insurance, maybe one with a point, maybe one without a point, 5% down, 10% down. So it's just the ability to copy and paste like on the fly, I find is what you've got to get good at in this business, is being able to use I just go to the analysis tool, hit back, and then hit add other product. And then I would just copy. So like if I was in a loan consult with Dave and he's like, all of a sudden, oh, hey, well, like, what about, I want to see it at a lower sales price. Well, I would just be like, I do a dual screen Zoom meeting with the customer. So like behind the scene, like I would have this up on the screen, right? And then while I'm talking to Dave and he's telling me about his kids or whatever it may be, or asking questions about interest rate, APR, whatever, all these different questions people always ask, then it's going to update, right? So it just literally updated on live stream. So then they may tell me, hey, well, what if we want to do 15% down single premium? In the background, I would have Optimal Blue over on my second screen, and I'll be running it and then throw it in. So the better you get at being able to feel comfortable using copy and paste is helpful for me. But Dave, I'm totally open to any suggestions
Well,
you have on how I can do it faster.
Yeah, stay in there real quick. Open up the screen again. And I want to say, guys, that took 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Go to the input screen. I want to show you a few things, where the advice engine, where you created that. Okay. Yeah. Scroll down. Whoa. Scroll down.
Scroll down.
Go back to that page you were just on. You were in a program and you scroll down. Whoa, stop. Notice that you can get pricing from Optimal Blue right there. Don't click on it right now. But just that is something you wouldn't have to go back and forth. Also, you can start a TCA from Optimal Blue. Now go back to the beginning of this TCA. Like you just created this. Yeah, go back to client. Now you see where it says, wait, go back up. You see where it says, this is a strategy template? Say yes. Say yes. Now call it, change the name of it to Appraisal Gap Insurance.
Okay, I changed it here. Appraisal.
Well, actually, if you change it to a marketing, go from individual to marketing, click that other tab. Now you just can name it. There you go. You got a headline. All right. So now go back to the homepage. Go back to the, click the logo in the upper left-hand corner. Oh, wait. Oh, man. Go back to the Appraisal Gap Insurance one, the new template. We, click it. Yes. Okay. Now scroll down and go to the next. Yeah, there you go. Okay,
then go back.
Now go back. You got to save it, guys. Now,
strategy.
Next time he creates it, click strategy template. Click on that. Click new client.
Boom.
And now what took you 2 to 3 minutes, you just need to go to each program and change the load amount and the interest rate. And
that's
you can
awesome.
literally, you could do that in less than a minute.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally. Because then, like, let's say, okay, I just did this one. I did 10, 15, 20% down. That's a pretty common strategy, right? Yeah. So then I love this. Okay, so I'm going to then apply strategy template and
you could already be in something too and just go, I want to go get that strategy template. Boom, it builds out everything.
Right. Okay, Jamie. Okay, cool.
Let me show you another hack for you.
Yeah.
You mentioned that one that you had, the 20 versus 10%, which probably took you 5 minutes to build one of those out.
Yeah, this is great.
Can you think of a client where you did that? Can you?
Yeah, no, this is the one. Like, I mean, I just.
Oh, okay, wait, time out. Okay. This is the one where you did the 80 or the 20 versus 10% and the difference.
Oh, investing the difference.
A purchase scenario, 20% versus 10%, do the 10% and invest the difference. Have you done that?
I can't think of one real quick that I did, but I could basically invest, we could call it investment strategy, or.
Well, time out. I want to show you something really quick before we do it. Go to just any client. Like, let's just say you're like, oh, you know what? The Smith family, I want to duplicate that. So go to the Smith family, just pull up any client.
Okay. Let's go maybe this one. Okay. This was 15. Now, yeah, this is 15 and 20% down.
Okay. Options. Go to analyst, go to the analyst slide.
Okay.
Analyze. Now scroll down. You see where it says copy?
Copy, yep.
Copy that, create new client. And now you just took that scenario and now let's turn that into a strategy template.
Into a strategy. Okay. That's okay. Good. Okay. So invest difference in down payment. Yeah. Because they initially were going to do 20% down, but then I showed them that they could invest the $30,000 difference and kind of into a brokerage account and get better return on it than, so yeah. Okay.
So So for anyone looking at this, first of all, if you have worked for a company that has the Optimal Blue integration, you could create Mortgage Coach from within Optimal Blue. So you could go from, oh, I'm pricing it, create a TCA, or you could be in Mortgage Coach and you go, hey, I want to get OB pricing. Now you have to be an enterprise client to have that. There's a lot of other integrations that we have out there, guys. So go to our partners page on our website. Lots of CRMs that we integrate with, lots of LOSs. So check that out. So dude, that was awesome leadership. Would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
And one, forward me an appraisal gap insurance TCA. Guys, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, I'll put a link down below with it. And also send an example of your 20% versus 10% and, do the 10%, invest the difference. And I want to see what that looks like.
So when, let's see here. Okay. But I need to send it to you as a client TCA, not the strategy template, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. I got it.
I just want to put it as a lesson in this video so that anyone that wants to go to school on that can look at the link and see what it looks like.
Cool. No,
So let's see if we got some comments. So Tammy said, bravo. You dig that, Tammy?
I'll take it.
Appraisal gap insurance. I like that phrase. I did a screenshot of your PowerPoint slide. So Tammy snagged your PowerPoint. That's cool. If you have questions, guys, put them down below. And dude, this was really valuable. I guess I would leave it with any closing thoughts you have could be a new loan officer watching this right now, could be a seasoned pro that wants to go to the next level. Any closing thoughts you have for anyone?
I would say the quote that I like, is, I'll leave it with this as my closing thought is, share this on the screen. So I think Tom Brady said this recently. So it was F motivation, habits are reliable, motivation's fleeting. So I really liked this concept of to me, I'm just really good at doing the same thing over and over and over again and making it fun for myself. TCAs is, repetitive, right? But Kobe Bryant would say is he just was obsessed with the fundamentals and the basics. It is not sexy, but if you get really good at it, you get paid a lot of money. We don't we make crazy money in this industry and we get to do it helping somebody with one of the most important life decisions in their life. So it's really cool that we get to be paid to do paid to do something. And you can help someone with their most important financial decision in their life, getting married, having a baby, buying a home, probably 3 biggest decisions. So for me, motivation is fleeting. Give me habits, give me good habits and just get really good at doing them over and over again. And small daily improvements lead to long-term staggering results. Just get a little bit better at the Mortgage Coach every day. Watch these videos over and over again, get trained on it, reach out to people that know Mortgage Coach. And over time, you will move up to being a black belt. And so it's been a foundational part of my business. I'm a huge fan of Mortgage Coach. I always will get on any calls with Dave just because it's been the best tool I see out there. There's not even a close second comparison. I don't know any other tool, even in the mortgage space, that, it's Mortgage Coach and the itemized fee works and Encompass, which is terrible. So bravo to you, Dave, on creating a great system, a great community. I'm honored to be a part of it. And thanks for your time.
Yeah, well, dude, you are a grandmaster, which means you've done over 1,000 TCAs. A black belt has done over 300. And so you've proved just repetition over time. Guys, I want to remind everybody we're doing the TCA a day challenge right now. We've had Jeremy Forcier as our head coach we call it Tuesday, TCA Tuesdays. So at 11 o'clock on Tuesday, we're doing group coaching. Jeremy is the lead coach through this month of September. And now you have to want to do a TCA a day. You're doing, it looks like 2 or 3 TCAs a day. But would you agree that if you're a loan officer, whether you're new or experienced, if you just did 1 TCA every single day, you're going to be pretty damn successful. And if you do 2 or 3, you're going to be a millionaire. You're going to be doing over 100 million in volume and you're going to be wealthy. It's just a question of doing that consultation with every single client.
100%.
All right, bro. Well, hey, I don't want you to hang up, so don't leave. But
okay,
everybody else, we are going to say bye to you guys. If you are watching the recording of this and you have a question or comment, put it down below. Please share this with your friends. At Mortgage Coach, our mission is to change how people get into debt. Getting options, getting appraisal insurance, that's good for consumers. By the way, it's really good for loan officers too. So please share this with other loan officers so we can make that change out there in the market. And if you're new, just go to our website, mortgagecoach.com, request a demo, sign up today, get started.